Sasquatch, ghost, dogman, aliens, demons, shadow people, skinwalkers, even the Fae. Our universe is vast, dark, and wrought with infinite unexplained phenomena. We have tasked ourselves with assisting humanity in finding the keys to unlock the mysteries that abound in and around our world. What we intend to reveal behind the curtain of darkness may very well invoke those fears long tucked away in our memories. We will meet that fear head on as we strive to shine the light of understanding on these phenomena. The goal is to arm you with the power of knowledge to confront and even combat these entities. We welcome you to join us on our quest. We are Midwest Night Watchers.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everyone.
I know it's kind of early in the morning for some and late at night for like us, and we kind of like popping on and see what everybody's doing. And
Yep, he just got home from work a half an hour ago. So it's still Wednesday night to us, but officially Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
how's everybody's night or morning starting out?
So we got hi Raymond and Cynthia, Griff, and Danny.
Yep. And then we had a Heather.
Oh yeah, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Now we got 7. All right. Not everybody's in bed sleeping.
Raymond.
Crystal J.
Did you say Raymond?
Yeah, Raymond, Crystal J. She's heading to bed. She's gonna leave so she can hear us.
Wow.
Hey, if you fall asleep, watch the rerun. That's no problem. I'm just glad you came in and said hi.
So, what do all you guys want to talk about tonight? Anything good? You guys got anything going on? Any cryptid reports? Any UFOs, aliens, paranormal?
Orbs, ghosts, bizarre, strange,
Oh,
werewolves,
strangos.
phenomena. Woo, 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 woo. Phenomena. Woo, 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 woo.
So we're getting closer to 500. We're over 400 now.
Got 410. Yep. And thank you once again, Danny, for giving us that 400.
Yeah, that was awesome. Everybody that was in the chat last week and got all their other channels out and subscribed to us. And
our next milestone's 500. Oh, don't worry about that. We also have Sunday, 6 o'clock Central, when we have our guests.
The only reason we're up this late is because I get off work late.
Yeah.
No, we're usually night owls anyway. We, even on the weekends when we don't have to stay up, we do.
Yeah, we're on the second shift schedule, and he just got home at midnight, so we're usually up to like 1:30, 2 o'clock normally.
So don't be surprised if sometime we're Saturday night or something, we might pop on too. Who knows?
Yeah, we almost did this last weekend. Just kind of got lazy.
420.
420. Okay, 420 is the next level. Oh, interesting.
Huh.
We can have a 420 night.
Well, better get Brown Dwarf in here.
Yeah, get Brown Dwarf in here. And how does it? He's hot boxed our chat.
Yeah, hot boxed our chat.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, yeah, let's see. See what we can start with till we get the chat rolling.
And get the chat rolling like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Oh. So what we got?
I don't know. I'm looking to see. Guess I didn't bring any.
You didn't do the new one?
No, I was going to show everybody. Well, let's play last week's video real quick.
Oh, yeah.
This one is an orb with whatever it is going into it. And we've posted it on our YouTube. We posted it here last week, and we'll just show it again real quick.
That's so wild how it disappears. Crazy.
So that's one of the orb videos. We got tons and tons of footage because Jane sets the camera up or the video camera up at night and lets it roll 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever she feels like. And then we go back through it to see what we caught. And that was one of them that she actually caught when she was going back through the footage.
I've got quite a few footage I still need to go through real slow. There's Danielle Diva. Hi, Danielle. You had a good show tonight. That was really good. Yeah,
very good.
Yes. And Penny Van. Hi, Penny. Nice to see all of you.
So we like showing videos once in a while of stuff we catch and try to post them up on YouTube. And if you guys feel like sharing them out, feel free to share out our videos or let us know in comments in YouTube or even here in chat what you think they are or what you think's going on with them. And we'd like to really know what you guys think, what your opinions are. I mean, we don't know 100% what they are ourselves.
Right.
We just say orbs or rods or whatever, just as a descriptive term, because that's what we know. And a lot of people know what those terms mean. So,
well, I've been filming these orbs for about 4, maybe 5 years. That's the first time I've ever caught a rod. I mean, most of the bugs are usually round little white things. So that was definitely an interesting catch, but I'm slowly going through videos and seeing if I can catch anything strange. There is another one that I'm looking at. We just need to break it down and get it out of the long video.
Well, Penny, I hope you feel better and get to bed and get some rest, and hope you recover fast. And we'll be sending some love and prayers your way.
And hopefully our voices that you hear will help you sleep and have some wonderful dreams.
So everybody send good intentions and prayers towards Penny Van so she can go to sleep tonight and get a good night's sleep and wake up all refreshed tomorrow. And hope you have a restful night, Penny. So let's see. Let's show the portal again. In case anybody didn't see the portal last week, we'll do the long one. So it's kind of off in the distance a little bit in the trees, but you'll see it once it starts flashing. Then we'll show maybe the zoomed in one.
And I keep thinking there's 3 trees there. It can't be anything on the other side shining through all 3, could it? I mean, I keep thinking that today. I kept looking over there and they're solid trees. It's not like there's something that it still just looks like it's right on top of that one tree.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, because there's several trees back there. You can kind of, it's hard to see with the night vision, but you can see the outline of the tree, and then there's one behind that. And how you can see a full circle like that too is just
So what do you guys think of that one? Could you see the light kind of flashing and strobing and looking like something was trying to manifest or whatever was going on?
And we think we might have caught it again the other night. I got to look at the footage, but I don't think it's as good as that night that I caught it. Just don't know. It's just something I cannot explain.
No, we don't think it's eye shine because we'll show the zoomed in one, and when you see the zoomed in one, you can almost see. If you ever see those balls,
Tesla ball,
where they have the little round electrode in the middle, then the electricity comes out to the glass. That's kind of what it looks like, or it looks like a submarine radar where it bleeps around and you see stuff bleeping. It almost looks like it's that kind of pattern,
and it doesn't go past that circle. It's like it's in a bubble and it's hitting like a shield. You know, if it's like a flashlight, we'd be seeing the beam, still going out. That's what's baffling us. It just looks like it's a bubble with kind of like lightning rods and a little white light in the middle of it.
So here's a zoomed in one, and I didn't edit it anything except for time, and I actually just cropped where that was showing the best.
Man, it's pixelated a little bit because we zoomed in. You can see that little pin light on the inside. And then it really flashes. And you can see the whole circle. That's what's...
So when you can see something like that, that's why I think it's not eye shine, because you can actually see it projecting out in a circle. So I don't know exactly what that is. I mean, we're calling it a portal. It might not be. It might be just an energy field. It might be something trying to open up. We don't know.
It might be something else that we haven't debunked yet. You know, we almost walked up the road and walked up the railroad tracks the other night just to kind of investigate. And
we will.
Kind of late, so that's
we'll
what I'm
catch
thinking.
It at the right time, and we'll get really close to see what this thing is. But we know it's not a flashlight. We know it's not car lights because we film out in the backyard all the time when it's dark, and so we know what car lights in our backyard and stuff look like, and shining in the trees. And it's not a train light. There's a train track right through there.
Yeah, some of those trees, like it seems like it's in the front one, but it might even be in the one on the other side of the railroad tracks. We really don't know. It kind of looks like it's on top because there's like 3 or 4 trees that's there, and you don't have the daytime one, do you?
No, I don't think I have that anymore. I don't know. I might. Let me see.
Let's see. Oh, you do still have some stuff up. Let's see.
Nope, I think I got rid of them.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's a cluster of trees over there, so but it still looks like it's on top of that one tree. But the train track kind of running between those trees. And I can't see the train anymore because the corn is so high. So the tree is even taller than that. So there's no way nobody's standing on the really thin, itty bitty little branches on the top of a tree that's high like that.
Hi, Aussie Sue. Thanks for coming.
Hello, Aussie Sue. Don't worry about being late. You just pop in when you can. If people have to leave, they can leave. We don't expect people to be here during the whole show.
Whenever you get here is the right time.
Yep. And Freaky Geek just showed up. Hi, Freaky.
Yep. We were just showing our videos from last week just to recap and let people see it in case they haven't seen it yet. But I think everybody in chat's pretty much already saw them from last week. We had what we're calling an orb eating or devouring a rod, or the rod committing suicide. I don't know how you want to call it.
Hijacking an orb.
Then we showed the what we're calling a portal or some kind of energy field. Lack of better words. That's the only descriptive words I know what to call them. And
Griff said squirrel with the strobe light. Well,
maybe they have like a discotheque up there and they're letting loose. Who knows?
I don't know if a squirrel's awake that time of night.
Could be a fae. I don't know. Could be a fae elemental.
Don't know.
Doing something with the trees.
An owl with one eye.
Oh.
Long Island Bigfoot. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we're just kicking back. We're just talking to chat. No guest. This is when we focus on all you guys. And now we're going to have to do the videos again because I don't think Mike's seen these. Do those videos real quick.
Well, okay. I'll do them. I'll do them again.
Long Island Bigfoot. I think you're going to be impressed with some things that we've been catching. I don't think you've seen these yet.
We'll go back and show the orb again.
And the rod goes in the orb, doesn't go past it. And then the orb disappears.
Let us know if you can hear us talk while the video's playing, because I don't know if I have the settings right or not.
I'm pretty sure they can. Do it one more time. All right.
So that's what we're calling orb devouring or eating the rod, because we don't know necessarily. We know it's not a bug.
Yeah, bugs are round. You can see a bug behind it. Bugs are solid white. The orbs are a lot bigger and translucent. You can see through them. This is the first time I've seen a rod out 4 or 5 years using ATM binoculars. They're usually round little white lights when there come the bugs. So this definitely showed up as an orb, or I mean like a rod.
See, that's what Raymond makes a good point.
What? I missed that one.
He just popped it up right there. I don't know if it's using the energy of the orb, or the orb's using the rod, or they're working together, or...
When we were on Tech's front porch a few weeks ago, he broke it down and went frame by frame, really, really slow. And you can see that rod go inside of there. And then Tech swears that, you can see like 4 lights inside it. It's like they went inside that orb. And I bet you don't have our little other orb picture either.
Probably.
Doggone it.
I know I should keep them on here. I don't know why. I don't know why I got rid of them.
You don't have our little Sasquatch.
No, I don't think it's a bug either, Mike.
No.
I mean, it's just too elongated, and it looks like it has little sections like a rod. And
all of the bugs on my ATM binoculars are little round white lights. Now, I've seen security cameras. Yeah, bugs look like rods on security cameras. This is not a security camera. This is an expensive ATM binoculars. And so that's the first time I've actually caught a rod, and it does look like there's like 4 little lights going into that orb, and then it disappears. And a lot of my footage, if you go to our channel, if you see bugs, orbs, and bats, that's always the ATM binoculars, and they disappear right in front of the camera, or they'll show up right in front of the camera. And so bugs don't do that. So I cannot explain that one. And you might as well go back and do the little light thing. I know, see if Mike's seen anything like the little portal in the tree.
Yeah, everybody in chat, let us know what you think. If you guys
we're trying to debunk
what it is, or I'll show the zoomed in one again.
Like I said, we're getting ready to go live and take a walk up to the railroad tracks. That came off of our ATM binoculars. I was just trying to get orbs and going through the footage. I usually just put it on a tripod, hit record for 29 minutes or so, and go back. And I saw this flash, and so I went back and slowed it down. This thing, it just appears in the tree. Does not look like flashlights. It's a very tall tree. It still looks like a Tesla ball or a radar, or we're thinking it might be a portal opening up on top of the tree, which is like 2 or 3 trees there, and the railroad tracks
I
are
don't
going
know.
through
You know,
it.
it could be like I said, an elemental. It could be a
Yeah.
fae trying to manifest something, or
So I know Mike's been out for years, using night vision and stuff. I've never seen anything like that. I've got tons of videos of my ATM binoculars these last, like I said, 5 years. I think we've had them now. I've never seen anything like that in those trees, except for the square. We had a square, glitchy looking thing, or I caught it was square and it was big, and it looked glitchy like a matrix or whatever. I tried to record it, and it fried out my ATM binoculars totally. We couldn't turn them on; they were fried out. We had to send them into the company, and they couldn't fix them and send us the new ones, which I'm using now.
looks like an angel. That's the first time somebody said that.
Really, it looks like an angel.
I didn't really notice that. I keep seeing like a circle, or like I'm picturing a sphere or a globe kind of deal. Or
well, it's like there's a pin light on the inside, but when it shoots out, it stops. It's like it's in a force field or something. So I don't understand it.
I don't get it either.
They used to. Now, see, I asked that one night when we were on a show because I heard stories that there's something about train tracks and energy. Interesting. Well, we think we caught it the other night. I haven't gone through the footage, but I don't think it's as clear as this footage. And I've been checking ever since that happened 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure when that really happened. I've looked over there and looked over there several nights in a row with my binoculars. I haven't been able to see it except the other night. It was starting to show up a little bit. Interesting.
Yeah,
so there is train tracks over there.
I mean, other than calling it a portal or energy field or something trying to manifest, we're kind of lost at words or how to describe it. Other than that, this is descriptive terms. So you guys are starting to help a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they do have power transformers close to the intersection by the road further down the track. So there is power running down the tracks from somewhere. They're getting the power from the telephone lines, or the poles. They have electricity going to them.
Yeah, because
we do have signals at every crossing in town. I mean, we're just a small town. We don't have any gates or anything, but we do have the flashing lights and the bells.
But it's down kind of a ways.
Yeah, it's down quite a ways from where that's at. So there isn't no necessarily a power box or transformer right there where that's happening.
Well, we need to walk the tracks. Like we said, we may just kind of click live or just do a recording, kind of like what Mike does in the preview, do a premiere, but walk the tracks over there. We can't, unless we wait about 3-4 weeks when the corn's down, then we can just walk straight over to the field and head straight over there. Right now, the corn's still up. So if we do it now, we got to walk down the road just a little way. It's like a half a block. I don't know what normal blocks are. And then walk up the tracks a ways with EMF meters. We've got other instruments we can use and see what's right around there. I'm trying to debunk it.
There's no third rail. There's just
no, just one. It's just a single track.
It's just the 2 rails going down. It's like a normal train track, and
there's no double tracks or anything. Just a single one coming in. Now on the other side of town, it turns into 2 for a little bit because they store them there.
Yeah, at the very edge of town, all the way across the other end of town, there is two tracks there. Just because they have a pull off for them to be able to switch out. Because we have a chemical plant and a fertilizer plant, so they bring in material for them. So they have to have a way to store and move stuff around.
Yeah, so they can either keep on going north or they can turn to the chemical plant, but I can't see it right now because of the corn. But when the corn's down, you can see it like going through the fields, heading over to the factories that are right next to the Illinois River.
I don't know. Hopefully we can get a closer shot of it one of these days if we can sneak through a couple of yards of the cornfield and get closer to it while we know it's doing it and try to zoom in a little clearer picture. And
Yeah, the stalks are almost dry, so I'm guessing about 3 weeks the corn will be dry enough that they're going to harvest. And once that's down, yeah, we can just walk over there. It'll take a little while, but it looks close in the video and pictures, but it still takes a while to go over there. But we will definitely want to investigate, and I'll take my dowsing rods over there and see what happens.
Yeah, we thought about that too. We already sent in one request for a remote view.
If you're thinking about the same person,
he is.
Yeah, we hinted. So trying to see, I don't know. Well, actually, that was about the Milky Way or the Big Dipper. That's another thing. I'm catching some good activity around the Big Dipper with lights.
Yeah, fingers are tired. Don't worry about the typos. We don't care. We'll understand it or ask you if we don't understand.
Just blame it on voice text. Don't use your fingers. Just do voice text. It comes up with all kinds of fun words.
So yeah, we just thought we'd show those videos again and just see if anybody else knew. And we got Mike in here.
Well, you can do the long one. Mike hasn't seen the long version. He just saw the close up. So
all right. Well, I'll
do the regular one.
I'll show that one. Then we'll start talking about something else. Unless you guys come up with some new theories for us.
Now that's the regular size, and you can just see it appear on top of that tree. So it still looks like that's the tree on this side of the railroad tracks. Those other two are on the other side of the railroad tracks.
I don't know. So
it still looks like it's on top of that tree. And they're solid trees. Like I said, I don't know. But after 4 or 5 years, I've never caught anything in the trees. I was just trying to get orbs.
Yeah, I always paid attention to the night sky or the field and tried to see if something was moving in the field or orbs or anything. I never thought about actually the tree itself.
Right. And as you can see, you'll see orbs on this also, besides watching that crazy thing. But you'll see the little white solid things. There's the big flash. You'll see the little round things, which are bugs. You can tell the difference between bugs and orbs. If they're solid white, they're a bug. They're not rods. But then we have this phenomena with the strange thing on top of the tree. Just interesting.
I must have missed something.
No, Griff. Oh no, I tried the voice dictation. I got in trouble with what it came out. Oh yeah, it's fun. Voice text. I swear it's drunk half the time, and some of the words it comes up with.
There's Dwarfo.
There's Brown Dwarf. We were talking about some. Oh, it was the 420.
The 420.
Yeah, we're at 410 right now, and someone said, "Hey, we'll do a 420 show if we get 10 more subscribers."
I said we need Brown Dwarf in here for that.
Yep. That's funny. So I don't know if anybody has any suggestions on trying to debunk some of this.
I think we just need to get a closer view of it while it's going on.
Walk the tracks and see what's over there. Yo.
So I've seen a few of your videos today.
I thought I heard 420.
Thought I heard 420. There's Heather. There's Heather again.
Hi, Heather. Welcome to our chat. Brown Dwarf, you're so funny. Oh my goodness. So yeah, once again, if anybody's new, if you go to our videos on the channel, anything that has orbs is always pretty much ATN binoculars with the IR on it. The psionics doesn't have the infrared, so anything that's UFO related that's up in the sky is pretty much on my psionics camera. And I don't see bugs and orbs on the psionics camera either. You just pretty much see stars. But yeah, with the ATN binoculars, I mean, they're just crazy, you know, especially seeing the bats. I mean, you just see the bats flying around and their wings flapping. It's really cool. To catch this thing on the tree, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what is this? Please subscribe.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, everybody, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and give us some likes. And we're trying to grow the community a little bit and see. I guess our next big milestone will be 500.
Yep. And go subscribe to Long Island Bigfoot. Go subscribe to Brown Dwarf. Who else is in here that has a channel? Hey, Freaky, you need a channel.
maybe he has one. We just don't know it.
Well, there's a lot of people don't know we have a channel and we're doing a show. So, you know, how long did we thought Bigfoot Michigan Rob was just in somebody's chat, and then we realized, oh, he has a show. We went over there and subscribed, and we've been watching ever since.
Yeah, so Brown Dwarf's been catching some great objects in the sky and showing them. I mean, then he goes out in the field and does some Bigfoot investigation. And we got Long Island Mike that has a great channel, and he goes out in the field and camps out and goes out there and finds stuff out there. And
Brown Dwarf gets things with his camera during the day. I still can't see anything during the day. Mine's at night with the psionics. Well, I can see it with a naked eye usually. Then I'll check it out better. But here this year, I'm putting the psionics on the tripod and just hitting it and just letting it go, and then going back and watching the footage. Or if I see something interesting like the train, I did see Elon Musk train the other night, so I changed the camera over and filmed that going up for a little bit. But yeah, well, psionics, it is, it's not cheap, but it is an amazing camera that I am just catching. I might see something barely with my naked eye, and then I'll look in the psionics, and there's like 3 or 4 things moving. And I'm going, okay, I can't see all that. So the things I'm catching this summer, I haven't released them. We haven't uploaded any of my current investigating, but I'm catching some crazy activity out there. It's so interesting.
Well, Freaky, I guess change it up a little bit. I mean, we didn't think anybody'd want to watch us either, and here we are just talking away to you guys. And
we just started this last March. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you got to do a show." And we went, "Us? Really? Why should we do a show?" It's turning out great. Everybody's liking us, and you guys are showing up and loving our guests, and I guess we're meant to do this. That's cool.
So our guests are spectacular. We've had Brown Dwarf, we got Long Island Bigfoot coming up. We got we've had BMR, we've had Blondes and Booze, we've had Tex, we've had Danielle Diva, we've had Jessica,
the Cryptid Huntress, we've had Brown Dwarf, we've had Steve Stockton,
and this Sunday,
this is gonna be a good one.
We're having Jim Goodall on, so we're going to get into some possible
good UFOs
and maybe some conspiracy theories, and probably some experimental aircraft that he knows about, and see if he'll talk about Bob Lazar a little bit, since they're friends, and
John Lear
and the Skunk Works project, since Jim knows a lot about that, and the person that was the head of the department.
Let's see, we've got Travis Moosetoos coming up soon.
Got Travis, and we're
working on Jesus.
Yeah, we scheduled.
Not the Jesus up there.
we actually scheduled Jesus probably on.
He did pick a date. That's right. Yeah. It is a set date. Yes, we've got Jesus coming in November.
So we'll have Breaking Bigfoot coming on. And if you guys all know what the reference to Breaking Bigfoot is, since he was in the series Breaking Bad.
Yep. And look who popped in chat.
Well, we've
got Duke.
Every time Duke comes in, this chat goes off the rails.
Prepare for the train wreck. All right, the next subject is, what does Duke want to talk about?
Goat
girl. Howdy, kids. Goat Girl is done on SLR. Figures I'd stop over.
Well, heck,
What in the heck is a Goat Girl?
We should have tuned in. I didn't know they had a Goat Girl on there.
What's a Goat Girl? I've heard of a Goat Man. So there is such thing as a Goat Girl?
I don't know. It sounds like a circus deal.
I don't know.
See, now the chat's moving too fast. Every time Duke gets in here, everybody goes crazy.
Oh my goodness. Well, what's new, Duke? What's going on in Montana? Anything good? Yellowstone rattling? I know what's going to be next. Hooves on the ground.
Hooves on the ground.
Hooves on the ground. And what's my saying last week? I'm a barefoot backyard investigator. I'm always barefoot. I'm in my backyard, and that's where I investigate. So I'm barefoot on the ground, I guess, in the backyard.
Yeah. You're always high energy. You got your grounding going on every day.
Oh, I've got a question for Mike and Duke. When you see strange tracks, do you always see the full foot with toes, or is there times that you just see like heel marks? You know, just like a round, like a heel mark, and then a heel mark, and then another heel mark without seeing any toes. Because I had an experience in like three rows in of the cornfield. And I thought it was deer the other night. And I thought I got a hoof and and then rattling in there. Well, the next day when I was out there was no deer tracks at all in any of those rows. But I'm seeing like a round, like a heel, and it's not close together. It's like 3 or 4 feet apart. It's like a heel mark and then a heel mark, like they broke the ground. And I see it going all the way down that row. And it just makes me wonder.
Oh, ghost town.
So I was going to ask these two if you can just see heels without toes. I don't know. I need to still show you that.
Yeah.
I don't see any hooves, and a deer would be 4. You'd see the deer, with 4, not here and then here and then here and then here.
Are they bigger than deer tracks though?
Yeah, it's bigger than my heel, because I even tried it. I put my heel into the ground and it did, it's soft on that row, and it makes the same impression, but it's bigger. He's filming. Apparently 6 cryptids caught on video. Whoa. I was trying to hold back. What's going on? I'm missing something.
I don't know. Freaky's having fun in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I got to go out there and see how big they are.
Yeah, I mean, it's the ground in between the rows of the corn was soft there. So I would think that I would see toes, but it's just like a round indent, but there's no hoof marks like the deer. And of course, I've seen deer tracks in that field before, and they're close together. You see the 4. This is a single, and then it's about several feet, another single one.
Probably just a dog.
I kind of thought that. Yeah, I need to go out there and look at those tracks. And then I was thinking maybe it wasn't a deer snorting at me. Maybe it was something going, just like, doggone it, because I just went outside and shut the screen door and was standing in the backyard and heard this and then rattling in the cornfield, and then it was quiet.
Well, if you're talking regular goats, we have goats, but they're inside of a pen, so they don't get out into the fields. But if you're talking about a goat man, that would be new for our area.
I even had a dog man around here. I don't.
Well, we've had them up north,
Mm-hmm.
and
We're in Central
the
Illinois.
surrounding states all have them, so I can imagine they got to be here.
Now, I have had signs of Bigfoot. I just have not seen
Goat
one.
girls gone wild.
Goat girls gone wild in the cornfield.
Maybe there's glitter out there maybe the goat girls left some glitter trails. We'll have to check it out.
I'm still finding interesting rocks that are just right on top of the dirt that I'm kind of thinking, I don't think that was there before, because I go in there daily grabbing corn leaves, and now the corn is drying and it's upside down, so I'm stealing some of the corn cobs and giving it to the goats. We got 5 goats, so we got 2 big ones and 3 little babies. And so they've been enjoying the corn leaves. So I'm in and out of those rows constantly. I enjoy making mazes. And no, I will not go out there at night. Nope, not in the cornfield.
We were talking about that.
Nope.
I don't know if it was the last show or a couple shows ago. We were talking about when we were kids, we used to go out play hide and seek in the cornfields at my aunt and uncle's out on the farm. We never, of course, we didn't think of anything about cryptids or anything being in the cornfields.
No, there's too many black and white fart kitties out there, if you know what I mean. There's skunks. Now possums run away from you. Skunks usually run away from you too, but I don't want to go in and out of cornfield and then go face to face to a skunk. Nope. Nope. I think it's a Bigfoot trying not to ruin the fresh. Well, the next door neighbor, she doesn't live there. We just see her once every 2 weeks. Her apple tree is almost ready, so makes me wonder if they're going to come up and start enjoying the apples.
That'd be about the same place we're finding the rocks.
I'm finding, yes, and I'm checking like on the other side of our backyard. I'm not finding rocks in those areas. I went down a little bit, so I'm kind of in the backyard of our next door neighbor. There's no rocks. The only rocks I'm finding is right behind our barn. And yes, I did have activity in my barn last year.
Hi, Mars.
And Robin McCrae did verify that we had a clan, and they enjoyed squeaking at me, and it sounded like an old barn hinge. And that's the only time I heard it. I haven't heard it yet this summer. But I am hearing a dog bark one time. And that did happen last week. Did I tell you that I did hear that one bark again?
Fart kitties.
And fart kitties. Yeah, fart kitties. Yeah. The little black and white fart kitties. But yeah, I mean, I know the dogs in the neighborhood, but when you hear one dog go woof,
we'll see
and that's it. And I'm going,
we'll see you tomorrow,
okay.
Mike.
All right, you get some sleep. Thanks for showing up. And Mars showed up.
Yep. I said
hi, Mars.
I said hi to Mars already.
That's awesome. Glad to see Mike, and Duke's awake again.
Penny Van had to get up, so she's listening and watching again.
Okay. So yeah, I'm really hoping the activity with possibly the clan will come back. Especially if the weather is starting to cool down finally.
We still need to go out at night though, and take some random pictures of threes or whatever, like everybody suggests, to see if we can't catch some shadows or some.
Well, I'm waiting for the cornfield to get down, so I'm just going to get the ATM binoculars and just film, and you can just see that whole 50-acre field. And
you could do the same thing on the edge of the field, see if anything's peeking out or any shadows in the first row or so of the corn.
I don't know. That would be pretty cool if I can get a natural try. And we haven't had rain in what? I mean, everything's drying up again. The grass isn't growing, and it's like dry dirt out there. So nothing's going to leave an imprint with toes. We need a good rain and mud and see what happens.
I thought it was going to rain really good tonight, and it kind of passed us.
No, it just kind of missed it a little bit, and that's all we got.
Thanks for coming, Griff.
Bye, Griff. Thank you for showing up. If you want the cornfield to get down, you have to blast some good tunes first.
Well, we don't live anywhere near Jericho, so I don't know if that would really work, but
I have a shofar. Now, here in about 3 weeks or so, that combine's going to show up, and the farmer, and then his daughters and grandchildren, and everybody hangs out. And over there, a couple backyards from me, and it takes about a day and a half or so to get that whole field
Dwarf
done.
wants to know if you hear knocks.
Once in a while, I'm starting to kind of think like, was that a knock? And we're on the very edge of town. So all we see is nothing but fields and fields and fields. And then maybe a farm, 2 miles away, which is the first country road. So we're on the very edge. And then there is trees over there. We're like a mile and a half from the Illinois River, which is more cornfields and the factories.
Heard howling for 30 minutes.
And I've heard strange howling that does not sound like coyotes. And then I hear coyotes, and then I hear that a different howl, and then the coyotes shut up. So yeah, I've heard strange noises. The squeaking is really strange. That was like my neighbor's right next door, or the next lady. There's like 4 pine trees. One has 2 pine trees, and the other one has 2 pine trees. And it sounded like an old wooden barn just going, eee. There's no sheds over there. There's nothing over there that would make that sound. And then Duke and then Robin also said that they enjoyed squeaking at me. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's what I heard.
Well, I hope
I don't know.
I hope you get some good tracks.
Oh yeah, we need a good downpour. But yeah, I'm trying to hear.
Here we go again. Probably just a dog man.
I don't want dog man around here unless it's a friendly one.
No, I only howl when the full moon comes out.
Now, wait a minute. My maiden name is Wolf. I'm the one that howls. Ha ha. I'm the wolf. Do you howl?
I don't know.
Well, if you start howling, that means you're a werewolf.
All right.
Yeah.
What's a wolf wear?
What's a wolf wear? A bunch of wear? To look like a wolf?
Nope, Danny's back.
Had to walk the dog?
Yep, bet it was a dog man, no problem.
No, I forgot to grab a water. Darn it.
Oh. Oh, a little Aussie reference. Bark at the moon.
Bark at the moon. Can't see the moon. It's been cloudy the last 2 nights. I haven't been able to film anything. I haven't been able to do nothing. Can't see anything. It's been cloudy.
It's time to start growing it out again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Starting to get cool weather coming. We're gonna
let it grow along.
Let it grow out again. See how far we get it this year.
Yeah, because you didn't shave it all the way down. You got to have a little. You got a little head start this year.
A little further start this year.
Yep.
So you guys brought up knocking, or Dwarf did, since we got Dwarf and Duke still in here, and whoever else. Now, we've been hearing people talk about the superstition about knocking on wood, about demons, summoning demons. But then we've heard the stories where maybe Bigfoot is knocking on the trees to open a portal, or kind of along the same lines. Instead of demons, they're trying to awaken the elementals that are in the tree tree spirits.
It's like they summons the elementals.
So what do you guys think about that? What have you guys heard about that, about the knocking? Is it a vocalization kind of technique for the Bigfoot, or are they actually trying to get help from the elementals or whatever lives in the trees, or are they trying to get our attention, or what is it?
Miracle grow on your beard to see if it helps it grow.
Oh, my beard don't need help to grow.
No, it grows fast. Knock on wood scares demons away. Oh. Tree knocks is Morse code. So yeah, I've heard There was another strange sound. I think it's on one of my videos. I gotta find it. It just almost sounded like a bird trilling, and I don't hear that bird trilling at night normally. But I like to get a knock in the background because the Psionics microphone picks up everything. I mean,
maybe it's everything. Maybe they are
knocking on wood 3 times
communicating.
is good.
Maybe they are communicating, and maybe they are trying to. Maybe there's different kind of knocks. Maybe they're knocking on trees, open up portals, or waking up the elementals and use the trees as portals, or whatever they do with it. Or
well, like I was saying, there's times that on both sides of me in the backyard, I hear a dog bark, just one bark. And on one side of me, it's like 5 houses down, they have a husky. That dog does not bark one time. That dog just barks and barks and barks. On the other side is like a French little bulldog. That dog does not have that low bark on the other side. So I'm thinking, I have heard stories that they do mimic barking, and it's just like bark. And I'm thinking, oh, you have any more barks? And it was just like one bark. And I'm just like, do they communicate that way also? And just like owl sounds and other sounds.
I mean, I'm sure they make knocks for signaling or communicating with each other, and it could be a warning for us, if you make weird noises to scare us off or warn us. But I keep going back to that knocking on trees to wake up the elementals in the trees. I kind of like that too.
So they can they can blend into the trees and turn into a stump or.
So I don't know. I kind of like all those ideas.
Bigfoot signal each other with wood knocks. If they make a weird vocal, we will notice it. Wood knocks are not recognized as a vocal or a sound.
Yeah, I think
by us. Yeah.
I guess I didn't read it out loud. I already had it up there and read it.
Interesting.
Morse code. They got it from the Native Americans. I don't know, Duke, Dwarf, Raymond, do they have patterns to their knocks? Is it just one big thump or a couple thumps over and over? Or is there a space, a dash, like we would think of a Morse code?
Kind of reminds me of last winter when it still sounds like somebody's throwing a snowball on the side of our house. It's not really a big smack. It sounds like a snowball. And then I said, okay, if that's really you, I want to hear 2 of them. So I heard this thump, thump. So they did do it too. So that's what reminded me of what I heard last year.
One knock means where are you or here I am, usually signaling each other while hunting. 2 knocks means intruder, watch out.
Oh. Okay. I'll remember that. I just got a few more months being able to be out in the backyard before it really starts getting cold. And it's too cold to sit out there. Then I'll be going through videos and uploading throughout the winter.
Yeah, you'll have to start paying attention, Dwarf, to see if whether they do a single or multiple knocks or if there's like spaces or quiet in between, like a Morse code or a.
Well, the knock that I heard that one night would have been down there in the parking lot of the church. And there's a lot of pine trees over there. And it was late at night. Nobody else would be. And I did almost like it echoed. You can even kind of hear an echo on the other side of me. So, that was definitely, wasn't our neighbor that had the farm down there. And everyone else was quiet. And it sounded like it was just right over there on the other side of our Pat and them. And then we got a field and then we got the church.
Yep.
And that's where I heard a really strong knock. And that was a few weeks ago. So I'm kind of thinking, oh, you guys showing back up again? But I'm not sensing anything really close watching me yet. I have not gotten that feeling like, okay, something's close by watching me. I haven't felt that yet. Until I heard a snort the other night and something running through the field. I interfered something. Like I said, if it was deer, especially if it was a mom and babies, there'd be several tracks out there. I don't see any little tracks running around all over out there.
I'm going to take our names off.
Take our names off? Everybody knows who we are now?
I don't know. In this chat so far, they do.
Yeah, that's true. All All the above.
Yeah, I bet they use the knocks for different things. So there might be more than one meeting for a single, like Duke said, a single or a double or.
Yeah, but then we hear stories of people say they're not hitting trees or doing it by their mouth only. So you've got a division going on. Like some people say, oh, it's just they make the sound with their mouth. Others say, no, they don't. They're doing it with the trees.
I don't know. I guess till I actually.
Or is it both?
Well, I think there's probably multiple reasons why they do it. I mean, obviously they communicate amongst each other, and obviously there's probably warnings for us. And
I still think it's funny. We were talking one night about Sasquatch just picking up a branch and going, snap. Well, let's see the humans run. Let's just break a twig and watch the humans run. All we gotta do is just break the twig. They'll just run out of here so fast.
it's definitely weird being out in the woods and hearing a tree fall when you're the only one out there, or it's real quiet and you could just hear that tree forever echoing through the.
Yeah, and I've heard the wood on wood. I've heard that type of squeak. And what the squeak that I heard was definitely not branches squeak. And I'd hear it all the time. I'm out in the backyard or the sunroom with the windows open. I'd hear that. That just happened that one time. And it sounded like a barn hinge. It was definitely
family plan.
But yeah, I even thought of, branches rubbing. This was definitely that distinct barn hinge, like a just waving back and forth. That means the same thing. Where they squat a tree, their chest, do it by mouth pops. Okay, yeah, mouth pops.
So they So I mean, they obviously have a communication skill. So they probably have different vocalizations. I mean, different things. I mean, it's probably not all to scare us off. So whether it's the pops, the mouth pops, or the I don't know if you call it screams or what would you call it? Dwarf and Duke, what would you call it? The vocalization, is it a scream? Is it a howl? What do you call a Bigfoot vocalizing?
You used to do the donkey sound really loud.
Yeah.
Can you still do it?
No.
Oh. Can't do that big pop anymore.
Nope.
See?
Not loud.
You used to do it really loud. I mean, that's my goodness. And I could never do it. And you just come along and go pop.
Danger, run away. What was the old song? Knock 3 times?
On the ceiling.
Oh. Yeah, twice on the pipe. It could be twice on the tree. We can redo that for a Bigfoot. We could have our own Bigfoot song out of that.
Knock 3 times on the tree if you want me.
Twice on the rock.
Yeah, this is late night. Oh.
Thanks, Aussie Sue. This is probably all going to be goofy stuff from here on out, so I don't know.
Don't get me laughing. I'm going to start coughing, have an asthma attack.
All right, we need to start. We need to start rewriting those lyrics to that song.
Oh my gosh.
Some say they use their palm on a tree, yeah?
Wow.
There it is right there, Freaky Geek. Twice on a rock if you really want to talk. That's good.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get a song we'll get it together yet.
Duke will premiere it. Oh my
Slap her around the world.
Knock 3 times on the tree if you want me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, punching and kicking, slapping.
If you want to talk. Oh my goodness, the things we come up with at 1:30 in the morning Central Time.
There you go, Duke and Dwarf and Raymond and Freaky. We need to start writing the lyrics for the rest of the song.
Oh, that's funny.
So we got twice on the rock and 3 times on the tree. If you want me.
If you want me.
Yeah. All right, now we went off the rails.
I know I'm laughing, so I'm crying, wiping the tears away from my eyes. Had an asthma attack on there. Oh my goodness.
Yep, whales sounds, and dolphins and porpoises, they all make the clicking sounds that travel a long ways in water.
Tales told in the dark. Hello,
can.
Tales told in the dark. Welcome.
You're just in time for
Be right back. Be right
writing
back.
a Bigfoot song.
Brown Wars taking a 420 break.
What? All right.
Ah, you gotta pull up Penny Van.
Huh?
That's funny. Penny Van 131. Right there. As far as anyone knows, the pops and knocks of them doing armpit farts.
Knuckle cracking.
That'd be cool. I'm Bigfoot up there doing armpit farts. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. That's why I love these shows. We're just communicating with the
Just
chat.
snap
And just
a
having
branch
fun.
to make the cattle stampede.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we keep thinking that they're just the juveniles up there going, hey, there's some people. Let's break a stick and watch them run. We'll scare them. And then they're up there giggling and giggling. Yeah, all we had to do is just break a stick. They took off.
The pops have nothing to do with soda.
Soda pop. I may have to go get a water or something. I got cold coffee.
No, we're sorry to hear that, Aunt Edna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But now we have her laughing. Well, I hope it doesn't hurt when you laugh.
Oh, yeah. That's why I like these shows. He even texted me from work and said, well, you know what we're going to talk about tonight? And I said, no. I said, the chat will help us. They usually do. We didn't even do the cryptid report yet.
I don't know if we're going to get to the cryptid corner. Or...
No, now we're talking about songs.
I don't even know what to even call that segment.
Cows.
Where?
What about cows?
They probably throw cows. It's probably,
Somebody's throwing cows now? Cows. Oh. Didn't run, but those 35 cows in camp did. That's okay. He was trying to say cows.
All right.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I bet Sasquatch have a sense of humor too.
They probably do throw cows for fun.
Hey, you wake up the next day. How'd the cows get out? Sasquatch did it. I still think they're the ones that are messing with the donkey down there. I mean, that donkey at 1 o'clock in the morning, he's going, that thing is loud.
Chocolate milk.
Something's messing with that donkey, and I'm not hearing
Cryptid
coyotes.
corner from the cornfield. That's pretty good.
Cryptid corner from the cornfield.
Duke, you do a cryptid report.
From the cornfield?
What should we call it? Cryptid corner from the cornfield? Cryptid something? I don't know. Because it's not all going to be all cryptid. It's going to be other stuff too, probably. I don't know.
If we do a actual boots on the ground when the cornfield's down and head over to those trees and check out that portal area or whatever's going on over there, we can start out right there at the beginning of the cornfield. This is the cryptid report from the cornfield. We are entering the cornfield now. Walking over to those trees over by the train tracks. We've got dowsing rods, EMF meters, spirit talker going. That would be fun.
Well, let's
Cryptid corner report.
man, we've been on for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, we can show
Well,
our
let's,
cryptid of the day. Hear the dog down. She's tapping around up there.
This is from Creepy Acres.
1891.
Creepy Acres. So if you go to their website, Creepy Acres, and it comes up on our Midwest Night Watchers page. So I try to save them. So if we want something to talk about, so this is their article. It's nothing that we did. So this comes from Creepy Acres. And the header before you see the picture says 132 years ago today, 106 years before the appearance of the now infamous mysterious lights over Phoenix, Arizona, another U.S. city was terrorized by seemingly otherworld visitors that appeared in its skies in September of 1891. The Crawfordsville Monster. Oh, I didn't even know it had a name. The Crawfordsville Monster, as it would be dubbed, would be seen by some as a harbinger of doom, while others would speculate about great atmospheric beasts living in the ether overhead. In the end, the people of Crawfordsville would be told that their visitors was nothing more than a flock of birds, as an explanation to use today by authorities when dismissing UFO sightings. So the actual text that today in creepy history, the 5th of September, 1891, 2 a.m., Crawfordsville, Indiana. Henry Marshall McIntyre, 33, and Bill Gray, 26. Ice delivery men are hitching horses to the wagon outside the stable of their employer on East Main Street when McIntyre is suddenly struck by a feeling of awe and dread. The man looks up into the night sky and spots a bizarre white creature that is 18 feet long, 8 feet wide, and is moving rapidly by means of side fins. So it almost be like a fish, like a skyfish or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
It has no definite head or shape, but rather looks like a huge undulating shroud. It has one great fiery eye. Well, it only has one eye. It only has one eye. It has one great fiery eye and is making a, I don't know, plaintive wheezing sound. What's a plaintive wheezing sound?
Plaintive? Yeah, plaintive wheezing.
Both men head to the shanty of the stable.
Safety
of the stable.
Yeah.
All right. And watch as the thing circles Crawfordville. Around 3 a.m., the men leave in the wagon and go to the ice house north of town. When they return, it's daylight, and then the creature is gone. Still, the two men begin carrying a rifle on their route, and the beast returns the very next night.
Oh, wow.
They don't tell us if they.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to hear
anything.
the story about the next night.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oops, we got 16 new comments. Now we're
so
behind on chat.
That's today in creepy history from Creepy Acres.
Cool.
So now we'll see how many comments we missed.
We've got Amber in here now. Yeah, All right, let's scroll back. Where were we?
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna say right here where Danny said goodnight.
Good night, Danny. Later, Danny. Amber is in here. Hi, Amber.
Hi, Amber. You're not late night shopping online again or anything, are you?
Yeah, she's in here watching, so she don't go to that website, whatever that website was. It's close to 3 a.m. I am heading to bed. I gave you a much love. Oh, I love you too.
Thank you.
I'm glad she showed up. Duke said, "Be right back."
A flock of seagulls. I didn't really like their music.
Is there more to the story? Oh, yeah. If it's a crypto report, yeah. I wish there was more on the next. I wish we heard about the next day.
Yeah.
The one eye they mentioned, I would have thought was a mouth. Yeah, that was definitely a
but it
different
said
story. Wow.
Unless it had fire coming out of its mouth, it said it was a one great fiery eye.
Fiery eye. Did it say anything about the eyes?
But then it says it's making a wheezy sound. So obviously it had an eye and a mouth.
I don't know. Wheezy. I sound wheezy. Is that kind of wheezy?
Oh, Lovecraft.
And it said something about the fins or something.
Well, it said it used its fins to go side to side when it went through the air.
Oh, the all-seeing eye. Yeah, that was interesting.
I don't think I've ever heard this story before. That was a new one for me, even.
Yeah, that was definitely
looked more like a fish than a moth to me.
That was a cool one. I just wonder if there was another one that's part 2. I want to hear about the next night.
Well, maybe there's more to it online or something.
Oh, that's true. Maybe there's a whole story about it somewhere.
Because they probably just make these to be short little things to post online. I really like their stories. They come up with some good ones.
Oh, so they do have. Hold that up. Is there a little picture?
Yeah, it looks like a blob.
Oh. Oh, that's different.
So yeah, it looks like
that's different.
Looks like a big red eye and a blob with little fins on it, and
wow.
I don't know.
Wow. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Phenomena. Woo, 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 woo. You're supposed to continue. Interesting. Maybe it is a.
Could be. I mean, it says it was making sounds, so there's definitely a mouth.
Sound. Maybe it was breathing out fire. Don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was a dragon.
A bald dragon?
I don't know. A blobby dragon. All right.
Good night, Raymond. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Yeah, since we showed the whole picture, that's definitely a strange drawing.
You didn't see the drawing, Aunt Edna? It's whatever that white thing over top of that house or building.
That kind of reminds me of the what was that movie with the giant worms in the ground?
Oh, Tremors?
Yeah. That thing has it's like his.
Well, there's a dark.
Oh my gosh!
There's a dark thing right here too. It looks like
would be more like
its head or something. I don't know.
That does look more like a mouth and eyes. Ew.
But, you know, we're going off of somebody's drawing of what they're describing. So I don't know if they have an original drawing to go along with the original report or story.
I'm glad Freaky posted or pointed that out. I did not realize the drawing. I was reading the words. Wow.
Albino dragon.
Albino dragon. But the mouth just looks like one of those man-eating giant worm things. Oh, creepy.
So we'll try to figure out whether it's cryptid corner, or if it's like freak. I think it was freak. Was it freaky? It said creepy cryptids of the cornfield.
Cryptid corner of the cornfield.
Cryptids of the what's Mr. E's though? We can't use cornfield because of what's his. His is cryptids of the cornfield, isn't it?
Something like that.
So we can't use that. I don't know. Maybe we can use it for a segment, but just not name our show.
Cornfield cryptid report. Cornfield cryptid report. The whole story. Oh, the whole story is there. Nice. I want to hear about the next day and how long it lasted. And thank you. I'm going to look that up. Yeah, it did kind of look like clouds.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I want to look into that. There's got to be more than just that
Crawfordsville
one.
Monster on Wikipedia.
Wow. There might even be a YouTube documentary on it. Who knows?
Well, I wonder if they kept seeing it. I wonder if it's
That's what I wonder.
still around. Is it?
Yeah,
has
if it lasted a
anybody
while.
experienced it in recent years instead of the 1800s?
What state was it?
Indiana, wasn't it? Yeah,
Indiana. That's not far. Ew. Wow. Still think we ought to get permission of our friend that owns the farm down there and walk their trail all the way down to the river and check out that wooded area.
Oh, a similar sighting was reported by a Methodist pastor and his wife.
Oh, wow.
100 people reported it. Wow.
Can you imagine how many cryptids are actually out there?
Maybe it was a type of dragon kind of deal or something. What do they call? I mean, rods. Rods are kind of like flying fish, they say, because it has like fins and stuff. So I wonder if it's something like that, but just huge. Because it says it was like 18 feet long or something and 8 feet wide.
Oh.
I gotta look at that picture again.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the head.
Because there's something black up there, like a neck or a head. Is it tilted down? Is it cone shaped? Is it a tube?
It just looks like a tube that would suck a person inside. I don't see any eyes. Unless that's the eyes right above the red ring.
I don't know.
And how many?
They said
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's kind of misleading because they said fiery eye.
Well, I don't think it's an eye.
Then they said it was making.
It looks more like a mouth.
It was making wheezing noises.
But 8 arms or fins or
so it's 18
whatever.
feet long, 8 feet wide, moving rapidly by means of side fins. So I see that. I see side fins.
But that looks like a mouth.
A huge undulating shroud. So that means it's kind of like a shroud or like it's a cloth or a fabric or something flowing like silk in the wind, maybe. And it has one great fiery eye and is making.
Ew. Wasn't there a
Wheezy
movie and the
sound.
robot had like one eye and he didn't it glow?
Yeah.
Maybe it is an eye, but to me it looks like a mouth. Because it looks like it's open. There's like a fire on the inside or something.
One huge rod. Thanks, Edna.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it seemed like it was debunked. Well, what did 100 people see then? Or did they just make up a story to get people to come to their town? I mean, you always show the monsters, you know, in all the movies. Some of them only have one eye, and then the robots in the movies have one red eye.
But it didn't look like an eyeball. It looked like it was open. It looked like a tunnel, and red glowing on the inside.
Let's see. It states that 2 men later followed the raft about town and finally discovered it to be a flock of many killdeer. But then how would they get the red eye though, and the big giant in the mouth?
That's probably how they covered it up. Killdeer, you don't see giant flocks of killdeer. We got killdeer around here. They drive me crazy at night. I wish they'd shut up. All you hear is killdeer, killdeer, killdeer. Shut up. I've never seen them in giant flocks like that.
Electric lights. They installed electric lights to disorient the birds. Huh.
Huh. I don't know. Very weird. Yeah, well, that was also back 1800, right?
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
A light. A kite.
Wasn't this back in the 1800s?
But how would it have a fiery eye, though, if it was a kite? It'd have to glow somehow.
1880?
1891.
1891.
And in September. A worm with wings. That's what it kind of looked like. Kind of looked like a big giant grub.
Yeah.
The old flock of birds story. Yeah, that's what it said in that one article, that they kind of said it was a flock of birds.
Oh, yeah.
Not wings, fins. Yeah, they said it was fins.
It was swamp gas.
It's a sky whale.
Sky whale. It was just swamp gas, people. Just don't worry about it.
Hi, Travis.
Hi, Travis. We're talking about this strange monster.
Travis, you paint.
You might have to show this again.
You paint pictures and stuff. What do you think that white thing with the big red?
Yeah, do you think that big red thing is an eyeball? Do you think that's the monster's mouth?
Or what do you think that thing looks like? How would you describe it?
It looks like it has a tail like a dragon, though. So it does, you know, you got 12 arm fin looking things, then you do have a tail, but I still don't think that's an eyeball. It looks like an anteater. Huh, you know, or a trunk. But where are the eyes?
Yeah, like a grub.
Yeah. Balloon story. It's a weather balloon back in the 1800s.
Yeah, Jane said it reminded her of the monster and Tremors, the worms that were in the sand.
And we don't know if they had bodies like that. We just saw the top part of those giant worm things come out of the ground and eat people.
It's a headless suck dragon.
I thought it was an F word, but I don't think it's an F word. It's an L. Luck dragon.
eyeless like water bear. Oh, water bear.
So I still think that's a mouth.
But see the red spot or the red eye or mouth, then you got that black like segments.
Yeah, okay. It looks like a
Like-
trunk.
So that reminds me of a caterpillar, the little black segments.
Yeah.
And then you got this big giant white body. So is that a long neck? Is that his whole head on top of his body, or?
Please don't say that it's upside down and the head is going the other direction and that's his butthole.
Oh, he was making farting sounds, not
Seriously.
wheezy sounds.
How do we know that's the head? I mean, the head could be what's down there.
Because they said it's a fiery eye, so
I just had a weird thought.
thus his butt was awful sore.
I don't know. It's just a weird picture. I've never seen anything like that before. Yeah, it is so bizarre. So bizarre.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to.
From the never-ending story.
We're not going to get anywhere with that.
That's just a weird creature. Oh my gosh. Yeah, flock of birds don't glow red. Exactly.
Well, unless they're demon birds and they have red eyes and they made one great big center looking glowy thing.
I don't know. I mean, weather balloon, swamp gas, they make up so much, and we're just supposed to go, oh, okay.
I believe it.
And oh yeah, okay, we'll believe it. Nah, sorry. I have more common sense than that.
You know, it's just like everything else. So you make up a story to cover up the truth. And if it makes you feel safer in your house at night, then you tend to believe that, so you can feel better about yourself and worry about a big monster flying around outside trying to kill you. If you can convince yourself that it's a flock of birds and there's nothing harmful out there, then you can sleep better at night.
Talk about
And that's usually what most people want to do. They want to write it off as something and not worry about it.
Talk about a screed memory. Yeah, it's only a flock of birds that glow red.
They obviously never.
I wonder who's reading whose mind, me, Jade, or. There's many times he and I come up with the same thing at the same time, where I just think of
critters of the
this.
sky. How many different monsters do the Native Americans have for like that or similar to that, Travis?
I can't wait till Travis is on our show. I got so many questions.
I know we get to talk about
Oh.
Native American monsters, and
Oh, I want to know about the Big Dipper. Why am I seeing so much activity around the Big Dipper? And want to know if there's legends behind that too.
yep, that's why they tell you to stay out of the forest, come inside when it gets dark.
Once it's dark, I'm in the backyard.
Oh, there are too many.
That's why I'm always barefoot in the backyard investigating.
Well, we might have to do more than one show then if we got too many monsters to talk about.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen them like 4 or 5 shows now. Mainly on Jessica, the Cryptid Huntress.
Yep, can't wait to have them on. It'll get here fast.
No, I know.
Every time I schedule people out so far, a few months out, it's like, oh man, I wonder. Then pretty soon it's like, oh man, it's time already.
You're filling up November now, and look, we're getting close to halfway through September here pretty soon. And
oh yeah, Thunderbirds.
yeah.
I like Thunderbirds.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the first conversations I had with Travis was talking about Thunderbirds.
If we only knew the truth of everything. I guess we'd have a boring life.
Do a 6-hour live, get all the monsters. Maybe we'll have a 3-part series. We'll just keep bringing them back, talking about more and more monsters.
6-hour live. I don't know. I mean,
Monster of the Month.
This is the cryptid report.
Monsters of the Month.
Next to the cornfield, this is the monster of the month. Oh my. Well, good night, Freaky. It's 3 a.m. He's got to go to bed.
It's 2 a.m. for us.
Yep, 2 a.m. We've been on for an hour and a half. We got 11 in here. I still can't believe we've got...
Still hanging in with us, even though we're...
Yeah, every time we're on this time of night, we have quite a few people in our chat.
We usually plan on... We always know we're going to do an hour. An hour goes by fast, and we get to the hour and a half. We think, well, people are starting to drop off a little bit. You know, it'll be time about to end it. Then pretty soon we're getting ready to think about that. Then pretty soon 4 or 5 more pop in.
And we just know not to do the tablet and make a wee, wee, wee sound. And I think we lost half the chat when that was going on last week. Hey, we're learning. You learn by trial and error and mistakes. And that's how you figure things out. We're still new at this. We just started with the last week of March. Something like that. Now, look, we're getting close to getting September done.
So I guess maybe that's what we can't really do monsters of the month though, because we do almost one cryptid or something every show. So it can't really be monster of the month.
Do we have to pick another night? We're gonna do 3 shows a week. You're gonna have to retire here, boy.
Monthly monsters.
Just retire, and we can just have all kinds of shows.
Well, never know.
I know. We're even talking about it. Winter's coming up, and we may just
They might
wing it and see if we can do it.
Might chase them away if they see us every night.
No, it won't be every night. Good. I need my backyard barefoot backyard, whatever, investigating. But here pretty soon it's gonna be too cold to go outside.
Yeah, always learning new stuff. Yeah, every day.
And then you learn it, and then there's an update, and or another upgrade. And then you learn that. And then they try to confuse you.
Usually, I find out by accident. It's like, oh, I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, like taking a picture on your tablet or your phone.
Yeah.
You side-swiped it instead of hitting the button. Like, how'd you do that? By accident.
Oh, thank you, Penny.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know how this was going to go. We just kind of popped on that one day, and that was the very first time I've ever been live like this.
There's Area 51.
Well, hi.
Thanks for
Ron.
coming.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, if it wasn't for a late night after SOR talking to Grant and Diva and
yeah, we were just hanging out behind after the show.
They sent a link and we went on there after that
and I shared some of my experiences. That was the first time I actually shared with anybody, and then I kind of felt comfortable, like, oh my gosh, I need to tell people my experiences.
And Grant said you guys ought to start your own. We thought, no way, we'd never start our own.
The heck no.
And then he invited us on the show.
Oh, you.
So I went on there. I think I went on there once.
Yep.
And then BMR.
That was about 2-3 weeks later. BMR
didn't have a guest show up, so he asked me if I'd come on. So then told our story of our backyard orbs and lights in the sky, and
then you've got a hold of William. Or William got a hold of you or something.
No,
you
I
guys
started.
talking.
I was in his chat all the time. I was watching her show, and
then he asked you to come on for as a guest, and then you just ended up being a regular every Saturday and Sunday with Dennis and William. And then we started our own show.
Yeah, after that we started doing a few of our own shows, but we've been on Jessica, the Cryptid Huntress. We've been on, or you've been on Marty, Nana Boss,
Blondes and Booze,
Texas Front Porch,
Country Boy,
and
Tom Cardos. We've been on his show.
Then coming up later this year, we could be on Shane Crisp, West Coast Dog Man, if we can get that scheduled. And then Andy Decodes was on our show, and he scheduled us for, I think we're in January.
Yeah, you'll have some vacation days then.
Or not working.
Yeah, or not working. Yep.
So we're getting out there a little bit here and there. Been on a few shows and had a lot of people come on our shows as great guests.
And everybody enjoyed the woo feathers behind us that we had for a while. So far, there's been nothing behind us.
Nobody said anything about behind us in this area. So maybe we might have to stream from there one time just to see if they come back.
I don't know. They stopped for a few weeks, before we even moved.
Woo Feather Wednesdays.
Woo Feather Wednesdays? Instead of the Night Owl Lounge, Woo Feather Wednesdays? Oh my. It can't be earlier. Everybody's on Wednesday night early, around 8 o'clock. I didn't have enough tablets and phones to watch everybody.
Eventually, sometime you just have to pick a time and stick with it, regardless if anybody else is on or not. I mean, you try to be respectful of your friends, but I mean, even they've had their shows on at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've got somebody on one tablet, somebody else on the other tablet, somebody else is on my phone.
Well, my gosh, you got SOR on every night. Then you got Texas Front Porch, especially when they were all together. I mean, you had them almost every night of the week, or you did have them every night of the week. And so it's hard. I mean, you just have to pick a time and go with it, and hopefully people will like you. And
oh, thank you, Anna.
Thanks, Edna.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. I just never saw us doing something like this. And then I saw him doing it because he had fun. He was already on some shows. And then I thought, and then my son and his wife, they both game stream on Twitch, and I'm in their chat, and it just looks like he's having fun and she's having fun. So we tried it one day, and I went, oh, this is really not that scary. It's actually fun. I'm hanging out with people that I become friends with in other people's chats, and you guys are enjoying our show. I get, we're saying stuff that you guys are enjoying.
I mean, I like talking about it, and at times it is a scary and serious subject, but at the same time, there's no reason you can't have fun. Like, we kind of joke around a little bit. I mean, how can you not? I mean, especially when you see a picture like we just showed earlier.
Yeah,
but we try not to take ourselves too serious. We just want to be friends with everybody, and like we're sitting across the kitchen table telling tales and stories,
and what you see is us. We're just being ourselves. I'm to the point. I'm 61. I've lost so many friends. I'm to the point. Hey, if people don't want to watch us, they can go. It doesn't matter. The people who are here are meant to be here, and that's what I appreciate. We've been having such a good crowd and nice numbers that we appreciate all of you guys.
We are going to try to stream from our backyard one of these nights and have a little fire going, since we have to wait for the corn, for them to get the corn down and stuff, so we don't have to worry about ambers floating away.
But we'll have too dry.
We'll have a little fire pit or a little fire going out there, and hopefully we can work out a live stream and come from the cyber campfires, cryptid campfires.
But like right now, we haven't had rain for a while, so our yards, we haven't been mowing, and because the grass is all dry and yellow again, so it would not be good to have fires right now. But I thought it was the other night. Oh man, it'd be a perfect night, no breeze. But I went, nope, too dry. We can't.
Well, see, that's why Sundays, Aunt Edna, we bring other people on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Sunday night show
because
at
we
6 o'clock.
want to hear their stories, and if we can input anything to help the story, or have questions to ask to try to bring out more detail or whatever, then that's what we do. But otherwise, we want to hear their stories and hear their experiences. And
yep. So yeah, this show we concentrate on you guys and just talk. And when we have a guest, we have a hard time. I feel like I'm ignoring the chat, and I feel bad, but we're focusing on our guests and asking questions, and I'm listening to them. And this is our chance to actually talk to you guys and just focus on you.
So I'm not saying we won't ever have a guest pop in on a Wednesday night, but mostly we're just going to concentrate on you guys in the chat. And if you guys have stories you want to tell, you can put it in the chat or send it to us at midwestnightwatchers@gmail.com, and we can read it on the air. Or if you guys have pictures of stuff, send us pictures. We'll bring it up and show it if you want us to show it. If you want to stay anonymous, you can stay anonymous and we'll read your story. It doesn't matter to us. We just like sharing stuff and talking to people and getting people's experiences out there. And
yeah, I really enjoy hearing other people's experiences. And that's why I finally just sense, God smacking me saying, you need to open up and tell people your experiences and the things that I'm seeing and the things that I'm recording. And if people don't believe me, okay, well, we tried it, and people are enjoying the videos that I'm catching and the topics that we're talking about, and everyone's enjoying the guests that we're having on our show on Sunday.
Yep. If more and more people have the same experiences, or they might not tell it or describe it exactly the same, but a Bigfoot experience is a Bigfoot experience. Not everybody has the same sighting. Not everybody sees the same kind of Bigfoot. I mean, you go across the whole U.S. and you have all different kinds, whether it's the skunk ape or, the yowie or Sasquatch, and the same thing with dogmen. Not all dogmen are the same. And I'm really convinced that there's multiple Mothmans.
There's multiple cryptids altogether.
I mean, even the Mothman. I mean, some of them are described as gargoyles. Some of them are described as actually looking like a moth.
How about a big giant owl?
Yeah, there's some of them say they look like an owl. Some of them say they look like an actual bat with a human form. So it's like there's just so many descriptions out there, but yet everybody's basically experiencing, either a Mothman, Dogman, Bigfoot, whatever the cryptid is, or UFO. Aliens are the same way. Not everybody has the same experience with UFOs or abductions. I mean, everybody has their own experience. It's specific to them. I mean, you don't know how that person feels. Jane's experience would be different than my experience, and we both would use different words to describe it. And that's what we're interested in, is how people are describing their experiences, how they feel at the time, what's going on in their head while it's going on, or what do they remember about it.
That for years I didn't open up and share much. I mean, it took a few years of our marriage even to open up that I had intuitive gifts. And I still think it took a few years before you really caught on and believed me. But yeah, I had a hard time opening up and didn't want to be laughed at. But we got a community now that everybody has had experiences and everybody believes each other and support each other.
That's weird.
Darn allergies too. Just wait till they start doing bean fields. I'll be sneezing. Cornfield is one thing, but beans are horrible. Yep, I'm to the point that too. I'm in my 60s, and I don't care if people believe me or not. I'm going to share it, and somebody out there is meant to hear it. Is your mouth acting up?
The cursor keeps getting big and small, big and small. Oh. It's weird. I don't know what. Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you wholeheartedly know what you experienced, what you believe you saw. I mean, like I said, if you saw it, you can't let anybody tell you different. I mean, you don't necessarily have to share it to non-believers, but
I have stinging nettle all over behind my backyard, and I do have some dry. I probably should do that. Bee pollen is one thing. You can buy bee pollen, and I got used to the taste. You did tablespoons of bee pollen. That's in my refrigerator. I should be doing that too. I just kind of tolerate the coughing. I do have asthma also. Plus, I smoke cigars.
man, we're back up to 12.
Yay.
If anybody out there is lurking, you can come in our chat and say hi.
I try not to take medicine. I just blow my nose and cough and deal with it.
If anybody hasn't done it yet, please hit the thumbs up for us and give us a like on the video and the live stream, and subscribe. Please subscribe. We're over 400 now, and our next plateau is going to be 500. And if you guys can help us get there, that'd be awesome. We just love being with you guys, and we want to bring more shows to you and more guests. And does bee pollen taste like anything?
Yeah, there's a slight taste. It's like little yellow little beads. I mean, you can buy them usually in a health food store. You go to the honey section and you can buy the bee pollen, and there's a taste, but it's not a bad taste. I got used to it. You can put it in salad. You can put it in oatmeal.
I was thinking of poultice.
No, that's beef propolis. That's something different.
Yeah,
no,
that's the tarry
That's the
stuff.
black tarry stuff. Beef propolis is different. You can make a tincture out of that. But bee pollen, it's like little yellow crunchy things. You can put it in your oatmeal if you want, but I always just put it in my hand and pop it in my mouth and just eat it. And then I just leave it in the refrigerator.
Thanks, Edna. Yeah, if there's a little heart down there in the comment section, they said if you hit the heart and the smiley face and celebration horn thing and all that, if you hit that, it helps in algorithm also.
Yep. So everybody's doing the heart thing. I know it's annoying. You can't see the first chat.
Now there's different kind of nettles also. There's North American and there's two different kind of nettles.
No, I know I got a bunch dehydrated because I made a tincture out of it because nettles is good for other things. So I got several different tinctures. I do have an allergy blend. I probably should be doing that. I just ignore it and just, like I said, blow my nose or cough and sneeze.
So that's where we got our propolis. Was we went to
A beehive.
Somebody that had a live beehive, and we scraped off, or he did it first, and then he let us scrape off propolis.
Yep,
from the hive.
Is that black tarry stuff, and if you put it on a wound, it helps with scars, and the wound kind of goes away faster, and you make a tincture out of it. And bee propolis is very good for you. Just not just the bee pollen. But I like doing things natural. I like old-fashioned remedies. I am always been like a holistic. You call me a witch, coming down here and making my tinctures and down there doing my.
I called you a gypsy.
Oh, gypsy? A gypsy witch?
I didn't call you a witch. I called you a gypsy.
Making spells or something like that with my combinations of my different tinctures and herbs and.
So almost anything, I think anything that comes out of the production of honey has got to be good for you.
Yep. Yeah, we thought about bees, but we only have 10 feet past our barn, and then it's the cornfield. And because which
is not our cornfield.
Yeah, which is not our cornfield. Yeah. So our backyard, I mean, I'm saying we only have 10 feet back there, and then boom, you got the cornfield.
Well,
they spray and stuff, and I don't have a safe place to have a beehive.
We probably have a half acre, maybe.
I'm not sure what we got. Yeah.
maybe a quarter acre to a half acre for our whole property, but then part of it is considered county, which is where our barn is, because we bought it off the farm or the farmer that owned this. So it's not like our backyard isn't big, but just on the other side of our barn, we only have so much feet till it gets to the farmer's property.
And I've got elderberry bushes back there because I dehydrate them and make homemade elderberry syrup, make elderberry tinctures. It's the best thing for immunity. And somebody said something about a certain honey. And yes, that honey is very, very good for you, but extremely expensive.
Now it depends on where you get your honey too, because like the guy we went to, he had certain hives in certain parts of the properties.
Mm-hmm.
So some
different
of
flowers.
So some of them would go out and get the pollen and stuff from different flowers. So you could have
cherry blossom,
wildflower, I mean, they had all different kinds, and it did really affect the flavor of the honey.
And just be careful buying honey at Walmart or someplace like that. They claim it's honey, but a lot of people say it's just corn syrup. So go to the health food section. You're going to have to pay a little more, but you'll know you've got real honey. Or go to a local person, in your area that's selling it themselves and get it straight from them.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's real honey. Don't believe the label. It's just colored corn syrup. I used to get bee propolis mixed with honey in a health food store, and I still have some of that upstairs too. I get a teaspoon of it. And that had a weird taste, but you got used to it also. There's all kinds of different honey blends and
don't believe the labels in the big the big stores too, because some of them put organic on there and they're not really organic. But if you go to a local
farm market
or a local person that has bees and stuff, then that's awesome. Or a local grocery store that gets them from somebody that has their own beehives, that has a personal label on a honey jar instead of a manufactured label.
We got a young couple in town that's been doing a farm market every single day, and she's got a big giant garden, and you can get fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, potatoes, all kinds of things. And she's been selling local honey from somebody that does have honey locally. So it can be a little more expensive these days, but it definitely is worth it. Yeah, I'd love to have some bees. We just don't have the place, and the farmer sprays way too much nasty stuff. And my next door neighbor, even though she don't live in this house, she likes using spray. And just if she sees one dandelion, she freaks out and sprays the whole damn yard. I would love to have my own bees.
So buy local and buy from somebody that has their own little produce stand, or you'll always find honey and fresh fruit and vegetables. And
some grocery stores now do have the health food section that has some of this stuff. That's where you'd be able to find the bee pollen, and you might be able to buy bee pollen on Amazon even.
But some of our little tiny grocery stores they sell honey and stuff from local markets or people or farmers or beekeepers.
No, if you've had fresh honey, especially straight from the hive, I mean, there's a certain taste. Like you were saying, you can tell what's fake. There is a certain wonderful taste to honey. Yeah, it's good for all kinds of stuff. Chicken skin is yellow, not white.
Yeah, it has a yellow tint to it, some of it.
I've never plucked their chickens.
No, but even the ones in the stores are yellow.
Yeah, I don't trust a lot of stuff in the stores and
plucked many.
They're my pets. I can't. I don't have the heart to butcher it and pluck it and eat it when I can't.
Black skin chickens are weird looking. When you first see a black skin chicken.
Mm-hmm. I got all kinds of colors out there, but I don't think my black ones have black skin. I guess I never have checked. But I don't think it's the kind that has black face or anything. I got Heinz 57 chickens. I got a combination of all kinds of weird chickens out there. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, you got to be careful with salmon, and you don't know what kind of, if they're actually fresh water or what's in the water these days.
Well,
they were factory bred. They
were actually mislabeling fish on purpose so that, you know, when they'd sell them to restaurants, the restaurants would name them something else so they could get people to buy them easier.
Wow. I don't know. There's all kinds of fake hamburger and fake meat out there. There's probably all kinds of fake fish, and buy locally.
Yep.
Buy locally. You can even find a farmer that has cows and go with a buddy and buy it together, and you get a half a cow. And the other guy has a half a cow or something. Grass-fed cows.
Well, everybody, I think we're going to call tonight. And maybe we can get into a herbal and fresh honey and tinctures and all that some other night. We hit quite a few subjects tonight.
Yeah.
Went from
eyeballs and mouths,
orbs and portals to cryptids to
Sasquatch.
No, she's wide awake.
No,
we're sorry.
We'll probably end up staying off for a few more minutes. But yeah, I like fish. But some of it, you just gotta be careful buying it. I missed all the awes. Aww. Well, at least we're not putting people to sleep.
Are you subscribed, Juan? Did you get a notification tonight, or you just found this and popped on?
And hopefully you subscribe to our channel. Share us out. Our next goal is 500. I have subscribed. So
all right.
Thank you very, very much. That's nice. Well, if you're new, we've got a show Sunday night at 6 o'clock Central. That's when we have guests. And we got Jim Goodall coming up. We got Jesus from Breaking Bigfoot. It was Gonzo. Is that his name on
Gonzo from Breaking Bad?
We've got Travis Moostoo's coming up here pretty soon and talking about Indian legends from Canada.
Oh,
we got all kinds of guests on Sundays. And Wednesday night, he gets home at midnight and gives us a half an hour. We get on 12:30, what we're doing now, and we hang out until, sometimes 3:30 in the morning. It's now 2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes we just hang out with all you guys till 3:30 in the morning. So.
Yeah, notifications have been weird.
Mm-hmm. Yep, really been weird. Like 20 minutes into a show, I'm not getting them. I got to make sure that I know everybody's schedule and get in there, especially if I'm modding the chat. I kind of need to know the notifications. Oh, we love you too, Penny.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go, and we'll see you next time. You can catch us on Sunday, like we said, at 6 p.m. Central. We're going to have Jim Goodall, and we're going to talk about some Area 51 stuff and some
UFOs.
Experimental spacecraft and UFOs, and probably talk a little bit about Bob Lazar since Jim's friends with him, and we'll talk about skunk works. If you guys know what skunk works are, you might need to look it up before Sunday's show if you don't. And you'll definitely catch us next Wednesday. We'll be back here at the same time, same bat channel. And we just love all you guys. And thank you for talking to us and taking the time out, whether it's late at night, early in the morning, during your day. And we just appreciate you guys so much.
Or watching the rerun.
Yeah, you can always just play us whenever you want. They're all on YouTube, and we have some up on Rumble and some on Twitch. Twitch are always there. Rumble, I need to upload them myself, so I'm a little behind, but they'll be there. And
if some of you are new, we just don't do a podcast. I have orb videos. I have UFO videos. I am doing a lot of footage this summer. I will be uploading and showing everybody what I have caught, and I'm just not going to reveal everything yet. I'm still investigating and doing footage, but the activity in the sky has been crazy. So hit the videos and watch the orb videos and watch the UFO videos. I've got all kinds of things on there the last few years. And if you don't know, yes, I am Chi-Rho Sounds in chat. And I have a YouTube channel that I do musical instruments, which is behind me. You can see African drum, Jamaican drum, hand pan, drums, keyboard, guitars, tongue drums, Native American flutes. I got all kinds of Native American drums. And that is where I put my music videos, is under Chi-Rho Sounds. So please go over there and subscribe.
Then if you want to get a hold of us, you can either find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We have Midwest Night Watchers at Gmail. If you want to send us any stories or photos or anything you want us to put on air, and we'll read them, or you can stay anonymous, and or you can just pass them on to us to share information, and we'll just read them and keep them to ourselves, and we'll write you back and tell you what we think.
One more new comment.
Well, there's probably a lot.
The orb swollen Dorado is awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a few others that I need to make in the small little clips, so it's not a 29-minute video. So yeah, I'm catching some strange things out there. And like I said, the UFOs, they're way, way up there. They look like stars, but there's tons of them moving different directions. So I know they're not satellites. So we'll be revealing some of that footage here pretty soon.
All right, everybody. We love you. We'll see you next time. Everybody have a great rest of your week, and try to share some love to somebody. Be friendly. Be nice.
I'm glad Juan found us. Yeah,
yep,
I'm glad you found us too.
Thank
Share
you, everybody
out.
that's been here for the first time. Thank you, everybody that keeps returning and coming back. And we love you all, and love and peace, everybody. Thank you.
Good night. Love you.